the screen. Good morning, Middle School, and welcome to today's live newscast. Your newscasters are Chinmay from Miss Yulo's class, and also John from Miss Yulo's class. Today is Tuesday, April 28th, 2009. It is a day one. Our character education thought of the day is, true friends are honest with each other. And now for the weather, brought to you by WeatherBug. Today is expected to be sunny and hot. The current temperature is 70 degrees Fahrenheit. The high is expected to be 88 degrees Fahrenheit. The low this evening will be 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Tomorrow is expected to be mostly cloudy. There will be outdoor recess today. Today's lunch will be breaded chicken patty on a whole wheat bun, tossed salad, and orange. At this time, please stand for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You can now recycle your empty Capri Sun juice pouches in the cafeteria. We will send them to a company named TerraCycle that will turn them into neat products like totes and backpacks. Here are a few examples. It is a great way to recycle and help the environment. Now for our final segment of the Ashley Force interview.
Have you ever raced against your dad? Did you win?
I have raced my father a handful of times, and I think we're even on wins. He's beat me the equal amount of times that I've beat him. I recently beat him in Houston, Texas in the second round, and then I went on to win the race. So I've recently taken him out, but that means he's thinking he owes me one. So we'll see. I'm sure in the next few events we'll line up at one point or another, and we'll do it again. But it's fun to race him. He taught me. His team taught my team. So when we do beat him, they can only blame themselves because they taught us.
How many other drivers are on your race team?
In John Force Racing, we have 4 funny car teams. My team, my father's team, my brother-in-law, Robert Height, drives our AAA funny car, and our newest driver, Mike Neff, who drives our Ford funny car. So there's 4 funny cars total, and then we also have 2 A-Fuel dragster teams that my sisters drive, Brittany Force and Courtney Force. They're a few years younger than me. They're both in college, and balancing kind of going to school and also drag racing, as I did a few years back. And they are doing really well. They're going to be going out in a few days to race out in Las Vegas again. So I get to root them on and help them. They're driving the car that I used to drive. So it's kind of fun to, help them when I can. They're doing great. They don't need my help. But to be there for them as their big sister, but also as their teammate. So we have a total of six teams total, 4 funny cars and 2 A-Fuel dragsters.
What does it feel like when you accelerate so quickly?
That is a great question, and yet it's one of the hardest questions to answer because it's just an amazing feeling. It's so crazy what happens in that race car. When the car takes off, it literally feels like, if any of you have ever had the wind knocked out of you, maybe in sports or have fallen, that's kind of how it feels like. It takes your breath away. It's the Gs. These cars leave at about 4 Gs. 8,000 horsepower these cars get up to. And the force on your body, it's not very natural, I don't think, but it's just a strange feeling. You're kind of pushed back. You can't really breathe in or out. You're kind of along for the ride. And then at the finish line, when you hit the parachutes, well, actually before the finish line, when the car really starts to accelerate and hit those high speeds of over 300 miles an hour, I think the cars get up to about 7 Gs. That's just how hard it's pulling on your body. And then when you hit your parachute, it's the complete opposite. You're being thrown now the other way to slow you down, and that's -1 G. And I believe the parachute hitting is just as traumatic as the launch because it's the opposite way of the way that you're going. So you're kind of suddenly thrown the other way. But it's a pretty crazy feeling, and like nothing I've ever experienced in any other kind of cars or vehicles. But it's a pretty cool feeling. Definitely takes your breath away. Thank you so much for having me on your show, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your year and a great summer, and I look forward to maybe meeting some of you all at the races when we come to your town. Take care and have a great week.
This is John signing off.
And Chinmay signing off.
Join us tomorrow for another edition of VES News. Have a thankful Tuesday!